As a man, almost everything we do is to gain respect. And if you're a person who, when you start talking or you enter a room, people don't take you seriously, how can you possibly expect to gain any form of respect or status at all? Seriously, no status, no respect. You seriously are limiting your dating pool, your career opportunities, and your life experience. So I sat down and thought extremely hard and came up with the top 7 things that explode your ability to be taken seriously. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Number 1, I'm gonna sound like I'm beating a dead horse here because I say this all the time, but you have to have proper body language. This is one of the easiest hacks to gain respect. Weak, closed off, supplicative body language guarantees that you don't get taken seriously. It comes off as childish, immature, and apathetic. So at the very least, you want to have your head up, chest out, keep your spine erect, and your shoulders back a little bit. This commands respect and shows openness and confidence. I'm actually almost done with a full body language guide. That'll be coming out in a couple weeks, so make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss that because it's an epic video. Fix your damn body language, son. Number 2 is dress for success. In the history of mankind, there has never been an emperor, king, or pharaoh who looked like a bum. Just doesn't happen. As somebody who's in a position of authority, you need to look like somebody that people can follow and people want to follow. So use your clothes to tell people what you want them to think of you. This is why pharaohs and generals all wore, jewels and nice fitting clothes and whatever it may be to exude that authoritative appearance. Do you guys know who this is? This is a US Senator named John Fetterman, and he's getting absolutely clowned on the internet for the way that he looks. Let me ask you, would you want to follow this guy into battle? Would you want to take orders or listen to his policies when he looks like your sloppy alcoholic uncle? Not me. I'd much rather follow somebody like this, Winston Churchill. He looks like a man who knows what he's doing. He cares about his appearance, and I would follow him into battle. Maybe not all that, but listen to him. So keep your shirts ironed, keep your shoes clean, and keep your collars nice and straight. And I know this is a big problem for a lot of you, so you don't got to worry about it anymore thanks to the sponsor of today's video over at Slick Collar. This was actually a trick I learned back in my modeling days when you needed your shirt to look nice and professional. They'd put one of these under your collar and that shapes it up, keeps it nice and straight and professional looking all day long, all throughout the shoot. So when I had this video idea, I decided to reach out to them personally, and luckily they agreed to sponsor this video. Slick Collar is an epic little tool that enhances and maintains the shape of your collar, and it is adjustable to fit any size shirt and shape. You simply take the 2 pieces, adjust them to the correct size for your neck, clamp them together, and then slide it in, and then fold your collar back down normally. You don't gotta get out your thread and needle or anything like that. It's super easy and comfortable. Its flexible and durable design keeps it natural looking and bends and folds comfortably with your neck and head's natural movements. And it hides nice and neatly under your shirt collar, so no one even knows you're using this little hack. And also included is a Slick Collar Slim, which is the thinner version, better suited for thinner colored shirts and polos. And I got a deal, so you know what that means. You guys get a deal too. Go check out the link in the description and use my code BRETTSLICK and enjoy a special little discount just for my viewers here. So thanks for watching, and shout out to Slick Collar for sponsoring today's video. Now back to the list. Number 3, I think, is the thing that made the biggest difference in my personal life and how I was viewed by others. And this is to speak clearly. I don't know what's happening in today's world. Maybe it's TikTok or, frat culture or TV shows, TV, whatever, but people's ability to speak clearly has simply disintegrated into oblivion.
I think there will always be hard.
They speak with his mumbling, they speak like friggin' Dylan Dennis.
I want the best version of him.
And it makes them look sloppy, right? So I want you to practice talking with a clear, steady voice, fully enunciating each syllable, not just blending your words together like you're talking in cursive. If you look at any old film or recording from more than 50, 60 years ago, you notice people spoke much more clearly and elegantly, and it was beautiful, really. Now we look like friggin' mumble rappers and SoundCloud rappers out here trying to communicate what we're saying. It's ridiculous. And it's not doing you any favors. It's making you look like any other geek out here in the world. So slow down a little bit, enunciate what you're saying, and maybe even raise the volume of your voice 1 or 2 octaves. And this will make you stand out as a man. Don't joke about everything. This is my next advice for you. There's a time and place to make jokes. I'm not against making a joke here and there. I like to, crack a joke here. I like to crack a joke time and again, right? But these people that everything that happens, they try to make a joke out of it. They're always trying to spin things into something silly. How are you supposed to take this person seriously? What do we call a person that is always making jokes? A clown, right? And we might be entertained by clowns, but we don't respect them very much. As a man, you need to know when to joke and when to be serious. And I would say that line is somewhere at about 90%. 90% of the time you're serious, 10% you're being a jokester. Know the difference. Next is avoid hyperbole. Do you know what this is? We're pulling out all the big words here. Hyperbole is where you exaggerate for dramatic effect. So we all know these people who they're telling us a story and it's just so exaggerated, it's unbelievable. Oh, this girl, she was like 700 pounds, she fell on the concrete and it exploded all around her, it just cracked the earth, right? Yeah, okay, in reality, she's probably like 450 pounds, right? And she probably fell and maybe just made a small dent in the concrete, right? It's a stupid example, but you get the point. These people that exaggerate and make things seem so grandiose to the point where you never even know what to believe anymore. It's ridiculous. Don't be that person. Keep things honest. Tell things how they were, but learn how to be a good storyteller if you have to. You can make a boring story sound interesting if you're good at speaking and telling stories. Don't be that guy. Number 6, don't be afraid to disagree. The one way to make sure that you are never elevated to a position of authority where you can command respect to be taken seriously is to always just be that little agreeable yes man. Yes. Yeah! You as a man should have your own thoughts, your own opinions, be able to make your own decisions. And if you lack the ability to communicate that, you lack the confidence to speak your mind and say when you don't disagree, no one will ever see you as a leader. They'll always just see you as that little wallflower, that little dude riding the sidelines, riding the bench, who's happy to go along with what everyone else is thinking or saying. Whatever your job is, if you're scared to speak your mind, you won't get that promotion, you won't get respected by the woman you're seeing or the man or whoever. You have to confidently and eloquently be able to communicate your thoughts, even if they are in disagreements, and people will respect you more for doing it. Last but not least, this is right up there with the best on this list. One of the most important ones is to stay calm. Stay calm, especially when it comes to confrontation. We all know we've all seen these people who get extremely aggressive, they get up in their emotions and making a scene and getting loud and violent when they're confronted with something that they disagree with or somebody that's calling them out for whatever reason. And we lose respect for them. We respect the guy who is unreactive, who stays calm and doesn't get emotional, who has control over his emotions. If you're a person that can't control your emotions, you look weak. Your emotions are stronger than you are. But if you can keep your head about you and stay within your own framing, you have a better chance at controlling the framing of the interaction altogether, and you'll probably gain respect and be taken seriously by whoever is witnessing this, or even the person that it's happening with. So stay calm, stay cool, and you'll put yourself in the best position to be taken seriously. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you haven't already, subscribe, and until next time, peace.